Hi everybody, it's me Andrew and Laurel. We're here at Allegory Gallery in Ligonier, Pennsylvania. It's been a while. I think it's been since October since we've done one of the unboxings. I had a California adventure and was out there. I saw a couple of you out there at the Oakland Whole Beach show, and it was fun and we had a great time. So hopefully we'll be back on track and do this more regularly.
And I'm super jealous, by the way, of your trip to California.
It was fun.
So
a lot of good food, a lot of good people. It was a really good time.
Weather.
Well,
except for the fires.
Yeah, the fires were a damper and sad for all the people who, lost their homes and loved ones. So that's sad. But it was a fun trip other than that, and we had a good time. I saw my friend Jess. We had a really good time. We did the Alameda Flea Market, which was also fun. The next show that I'm going to be doing is the Whole Beach show in Tucson, and that is at the beginning of February. And I'm also, I hope I'm not going to get in trouble, but I'm probably going to be doing some teaching stuff with Candy Cooper. So that's exciting.
Oh my gosh.
We're fleshing that out. There's some other projects that are in the works and hopefully will happen. So hopefully, stay tuned. But that's the one that we've mostly got hammered out. So
that's awesome.
I'm excited.
I might tag along for the Candy Cooper trip.
It's fun. Yeah, she's fun. We're gonna have a good time. I don't know exactly what we're doing yet, but it will be awesome.
Yes, it will.
And that's a good show. It's one of the ones that starts the earliest. So if you're gonna go, that's probably the most low impact of the shows. It's a short show. It's only 4 days, or maybe 5 days. So you can breeze in and out and not feel overwhelmed. Some of the ones are 5 football fields big. And
I know I feel personally overwhelmed just at the Philadelphia Convention Center, but we do it in one day. It's like a whirlwind trip. So.
Oh yeah.
But it's super fun.
And so in Tucson, there's 46 shows that happen all at once. And some of them are smaller, and then some of them are massive.
Wow.
And they're okay. I mean, some of them, they're just the same thing over and over, right. So you don't need to go to those. But the Whole Beach show is an artisan-based show. There's really cool things. There's a lot of vintage at that show. And it's centrally located. It's at the Viscount Inn on East Broadway, which is right a hop, a skip, and a jump away from downtown. And there's a new show opening around the corner at the old Doubletree. So you can hit 2 shows, in an afternoon, and then get margaritas.
That sounds good to me.
So,
sign me up.
Is there anybody out there watching, William?
We have Suzanne Ward so far that I can see saying hello.
Well,
hello.
So after Tucson, William and I are going to go down to North Carolina. We're going to go down for about a week. We're going to visit my sister, and we're going to do some shopping at the Asheville show. And hopefully see some folks and do some things and make some stuff.
That's cool.
And here in town, since we've been here, so much has happened. I feel like Thanksgiving happened. We had light up night. We had
Halloween.
Black Friday.
It poured down rain for Halloween and the merchant trick or treat. It was a total downpour. And then soup's on. Or no, not soup's on. What is it? Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice sells out instantly, so that happened. What else?
A bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
I can't even keep track of
Light Up Night was great. Now is really fun because when you drive around town, the luminaries are up on the weekends, and we really literally live in a Hallmark movie. It's amazing.
Nice.
It's so cool.
Hallmark, film a movie here. I'm sure Pennsylvania will give you a
That was brilliant.
a tax credit.
That was awesome. I love
Good
you.
times. So what else? We have
Dale
a new
Switzer is
show.
here saying hi. She's going to watch the replay. She has to go to work now.
Well, we'll see you on the replay.
She has some kitty cats coming to her that we'll talk about later.
Oh, great. And in other news, we had Small Business Saturday.
Yeah.
And we featured a bunch of different artists. We had some glass baubles, they're ornaments from Keisha Coy. She's from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We have a few of them left, so if you didn't get them on Small Business Saturday, we've got them hanging around the store. We also debuted the new show from Wendy Wallen Malinow. She's an artist out of Portland, Oregon. And we'll be showing you the project wall when we have a second or two. And what else? Who else?
I'm back at the shop.
Yeah, you're back.
Recently. So I'm here on Mondays at Open Table, which don't be scared. You can come in. If you don't know how to do it, we'll show you how, and you'll be a beating whiz in no time. Or you can just come in for the camaraderie because we have a hoot.
Yeah, that's
so I'm
fun.
here on Mondays and Thursdays now, and 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh yeah.
So that's exciting.
Or maybe you tell them because I don't actually know.
So leading up to the new year for the 12 Days of Christmas, not really 12 Days of Christmas, but kind of. Leading up to the new year, we're going to be giving away 12 different mystery prizes.
Which you might have seen the post yesterday or the day before.
Yeah,
the
it's been
stockings
circulating.
were hung.
Yes.
The stockings were hung on the
And
chimney
so
with
for
care.
every $10 spent in-store, online, or on our Etsy shop, we give you a ticket for one of those prizes.
Yeah,
So
super cool.
we dream up all kinds of ideas in the middle of the night, which I'm kind of awake at that time, so it's not really, I guess it's like
it's daydreaming.
day-night dreaming. I don't know what you call that. So we have all these different plans, and that's one of them. And hopefully it's you'll enjoy that. It's one of the ways that we can say thank you to our loyal customers who have shown their support. We appreciate it greatly, and we're very appreciative of that. So one of the reasons why we're here today, besides catching up after so long, it feels like forever,
It really does.
is unboxing. And we've got a brand new kit. And if you're interested in the kit, it should be going live. And
It is online.
it's online now. And you can go to allegorygallery.com and go to the online store. That's another thing that we did. We recently upgraded
that's huge.
to a new business server, which sounds to me like...
It sounds like you guys are super fancy and high tech and like Fortune 500.
See, she says that. I was going to say boring, but
No,
I was
it's
like...
pretty huge.
William's like trying to explain it to me. I was like, just make it go faster.
Right. It's like a birth plan. Don't tell me, just get it done.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Push
I
it
don't
out.
need the details.
Well, I was really scared because we were supposed to be down for like 3 days, and it was right in the middle of the beginning of the holiday shopping extravaganza, so I was a little bit tentative about that.
But it went really fast.
Yeah.
Yvette Tobias is watching.
Hello,
Hi.
our neighbor.
Our local notary.
Yeah, if you need some stuff stamped, she can do it.
Oh, wait a second.
I'm not sure that's her
You mean
slogan,
like
but
rubber stamping?
I
Wait a
don't-
second
well,
here.
that's your
That's
thing.
my specialty. Come on.
I know, actually.
notary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
Official
notary.
papers.
Official
and sign
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Witnesses and all that.
you
Title
know,
transfers.
You got a
etc.
car
stuff.
You bought
Yeah,
a car.
yeah.
Merry Christmas.
If you
Happy
want it to be
Hanukkah.
legit, call
That's right.
Yvette.
Yeah, don't call me. 'Cause I got some stamps, but then they'd
That
be
could be a
like,
slogan, I think.
they'd be like, what's
Legit.
that?
Yvette.
That
Sorry.
little kitty cat stamp. It's not gonna fly when they get pulled over. Don't get pulled over, but
That's right.
Um,
Please obey all traffic laws.
So the new
exactly so.
kit
Oh,
Yes,
the new kit. That's
new
why we're
kit.
here.
So we've tentatively called it Winter Kiss.
I'm freaking out. I'm totally freaking out.
Winter Kiss. So we wanted to do something that was kind of seasonal, but not red and green. I like red and green, okay, but I feel like, you know, I personally am not a red and green person, so I thought there might be other people who are not red and green people. So this is a wintry blend that we have for your perusal and hopefully purchase. We've got all kinds of goodies. There's this strand of quartz chip. There's vintage plastic. There's a little polymer goodie that I made. And there's some pewter rounds. Well, kind of rondelles. They're very fun. There's some more vintage plastic. We've got some vintage glass. There's African glass and there is Indian glass. There is vintage leaded crystal. Now, when you put these guys in the light and this guy, it will make rainbows and will sparkle up the room. So if you want to use that for jewelry, use it for jewelry, but you could also use those in sun catchers, and you would just be blinging up the place with all kinds of rainbow goodness. We've got some more vintage plastic. There's some freshwater pearls, which are nice and big and juicy. Those are nice, good vintage, old stock freshwater pearls. Aren't they glowy and delightful? Mm-hmm. There's irradiated mother of pearl, and that sounds kind of scary, but it makes rainbowy delight, so I don't care. And there's a little bird. The bird is made of faience. That's a vintage piece from the 70s. And faience is an old ancient Egyptian technique. It was kind of a faux turquoise technique that they developed. And it's a ceramic that's tin-based where it gets that kind of glassy blue kind of finish. So it's pretty neat. You can go to the Met Museum and you'll see pieces that are made of that. There are also these vintage glass spacers. We've also got some fun wax linen, the Irish wax linen. Of course, we've got the luxury bead blend, which is really nice. There's all kinds of goodies. There's vintage sequins, there's German glass, there's vintage Japanese glass, there's Czech glass, there's vintage Czech glass, there's pearls, there's vintage plastic, there's Venetian seed beads. There's all kinds of goodies in there, so definitely that's a nice one. And we also have a tube of vintage seed beads. I think those ones are French, and they are super nice.
It's amazing.
And our mystery, not mystery component is this fun laser cut acrylic snowflake. Now we've put it on the white, which I don't know actually helps or not. But since it's the clear acrylic, will that work?
There we go.
There you go. So this guy, I drew it out and we cut it, and it's really nice. And I'm going to show you a very fast technique to kind of show that so you can see it a little bit better.
I really feel like you designed that just for me.
I did. I did that right before I actually
I'm absolutely
became
positively obsessed with snowflakes and hearts.
Denise said she loves the bird. Donna Hoblet is with us.
Oh, great.
Ruth Balster says it's so pretty she's going to watch the replay.
Oh, great.
Aww.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you that technique that I was talking about. So I just have some sandpaper, and I have the acrylic pendant. And normally what I would do is put a little bit of water on this wet dry sandpaper and just lightly go in a circular motion, making sure to get all the little points. Now this is not one of those things where you want to breathe deeply because there are particulates that come up. And what happens is it gets a kind of a frosted look. Now, you'll probably want to do that a little bit more until it's matte and not shiny. But again, do it with a little bit of water, and it will have a nice matte look.
With a maybe more coarse sandpaper too? Or not really?
What I would do is if you're going to do that, start with a coarse one, like 400 grit, and then work your way up. And what will happen is the higher the number of the grit of the sandpaper, the smaller and the kind of the smoother.
Right.
But it will also not
pretty.
have...
It's nice and frosted.
Yeah. And this is a great way to prepare your acrylics and vintage plastics for alcohol inks and for different surface treatments that need a little bit of a tooth to stick. If you don't do that, you can scrape it off, but you can see how it's getting that more matte, frosted look, and that is a great prep kind of step.
Pretty.
And if you do both sides, it will look almost kind of whitish. But if you do one side, you can do the surface treatments with alcohol inks, and then it will still be shiny on the other side, which kind of has a water-like magnifying quality.
John says, gorgeous necklace, Laurel.
Oh, what a shameless little plug. This necklace you can actually make with me next week. This is the sample that I came up with today. And I actually came up with a cool pair of earrings from the extra. So I'll take it off and we can show it. I have some other stuff over here too that we can show later. Bead Guru, you're up next.
Oh, nice. Wow. So in today's news, Pantone, which I love, I know there's some people who are like, oh, Pantone, but I love Pantone. They are some of the leading experts in color theory. What they do is they've been doing this for decades. They codify, study, and quantify color. So they break it down into recipes that can be duplicated. So that way, when I make this color, people across the world can make the same exact color, and it's exactly the same shade.
That's cool.
Which, you know, before that, you know, it's pretty wild where people wouldn't be able to do that.
Especially on printing presses and sending for color correctness.
Yeah, which is very important. And what it does is, what they do is they go to the fashion weeks, in New York Fashion Week, and London Fashion Week, and Milan, and Paris, and all these different places. And they have experts who go in and they look at what the color trends are. They use different metrics to figure out what the most seen colors are, and they kind of determine what the it colors are going to be. And it's I don't want to say subjective, but it's definitely one of those processes that relies on the expertise of the different people that they ask to help. And so they do that, and then they determine the color of the year. And that they look at current events. They do a lot of different things to come up with it. And the 2019 color of the year from Pantone is Living Coral. I wore coral.
I wore green, so together on TV we look Christmassy.
There you go.
Nice work. And
Well,
my mom
last
made my
year-
scarf.
wow.
Shameless plug to my mom, not that she sells them, but you know.
The year before was greenery.
That's right. Well, it was kind of this.
Yeah, it was more
Sort of.
bright. And
Very
then the last year was ultraviolet. So We did a kit earlier this year, and it was called Coral Coast. And it was a blend of the coral color, some reds, and some kind of mother of pearly whites. And there's a little touches of brown in it. And I've got 3 of those mixes, and those are the last of those. Those ones went out with kits, and those ones were a part of our regular line of kits. So we had maybe 30 kits, and they went out all over the world. And these are the last of the mixes. So if you want one of those, William will post those sometime tonight. Because they're not online now. So sometime tonight, if you want one and or can't wait, and you're like, I want that, but I'm not going to wait until tonight because I'm afraid that the Winter Kiss kit might sell out. You can comment and claim those, and I only have 3. So if you want one, make sure you either claim it or just wait till tonight, and then they'll be online. But these kits.
Don't wait, go
only
now.
10 kits of the Winter Kiss kits, and those ones are gonna hopefully sell out fast.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy them all just because I want the footballs. Not gonna lie. They're so pretty.
So this is what the luxury bead blend looks like when it's all spread out.
I put mine in a dish. I'm in retail
Doesn't that
now.
look fancy? It does look festive. But we've got these bead boards, and they're pretty. You know, I never used these really, but they're actually pretty handy.
I've got to stop doing things in my lap. Like, I work when I'm at home. I'm so used to doing stuff like on my bed or whatever, because I have a craft space now, but I used to just work on my lap. So even in the shop, if I'm teaching something, I'm like, oh, hold on, and I put it down here, and people are like,
what
can't
you doing?
see it. Yeah, so I have to work on my skill set that I'm actually in a public forum. That sounds dirty, doesn't it? Like I'm doing things on my lap. That's not how it's supposed to go. So, you know, that's why I'm here, because I'm the funny one.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I work on the floor usually, and I have several craft spaces in the house, and I still end up crunched over like Gollum.
I always end up at my dining room table. I don't know why. Like, you know, I have a designated area, and I don't know.
Well,
why do we do that?
You have a family, and so it's nice to be.
True.
You know, in
Plus,
the
it's
hub.
winter, and the basement's cold now, so.
So who
Kissed by winter.
is out there on the internet?
In TV land.
Our friend Jen Tucson.
Oh,
She's
Jen.
not watching. She's tuning
I
in.
talked to Jen last night at the grocery store. She had a wild open table last night. They were here very late, which is great.
We had lots of people.
So
Ooh,
if you are not familiar with our shenanigans, we have a late night at the store every every first and third Wednesday. We're here on Monday and Wednesdays during the day from noon to 4 for open table. But we stay open late on every first and third Wednesday. That took me a minute.
No, you did a great job
like,
on that.
Maybe you need to be down here more often.
Nah.
You know what? Somebody was just saying that to me today. They were like, I think Andrew should be here once a month, and like,
I am.
we can
It's
reserve
all book
time
club.
spots. No, not when you come down at like 3 a.m. That doesn't
Book
count.
club.
Which I have missed the past 2 times.
I know.
Which is like historical.
I
Can we just take
know.
a minute and talk about that? I mean, really?
I know. we kept trying to think about.
We're just gonna have to have it at my house. Bring the store to my house.
I know, we're gonna have to pack it up,
Yep.
unload.
Book club on the road.
Which we joked around about doing that once, but
Well, you all are more than welcome.
yeah, we have a bunch of new people too.
I know. I haven't even met the new people.
I know, they're like, who's this Laurel that you're talking about?
She's the legend.
And then I was like, wow.
She's like a yeti.
She used to come in.
How about that? Yeah, she's like a yeti.
I don't know if that's what you want to be known as.
No.
But, no, but we've been having a good time. We just finished reading Paula Braxton's The Little Shop of Found Things, which was really good. And we had a really good time doing that. And before that, we read... What did we read?
Magic.
Oh, that was a good one.
Was that right? I currently
yes.
have it on my nightstand. I'm trying to catch up. Another fun fact about Laurel and Book Club. At one point in time, once upon a time, in a land far, far away, I used to be like, 6, 7 books ahead?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I haven't read the actual book in
I started
2 years
reading ahead, and I don't know how you did it, because I've read so many books in between some of the ones that we just started that I don't remember what's going on.
It happens.
But we read The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman, which was really good. I was very inspired by that. I made a ton of projects. And I had a really good time making stuff. And then our next book, we're off for December. But we might do a Secret Santa for the members, because we've only been talking about that since we've started book club.
Yeah, true. I think we should just pull tickets. I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Like, put our name on tickets and then we have to sign each other. I don't know. There's a lot of concepts about it. I think we still have to group message about it.
And figure out what to do.
Yeah. Not like running drugs to Canada. Let's not Secret Santa that way.
Yeah. So we don't do that.
No, we don't do that. But
we were joking about that.
Yeah.
LOL, don't go to prison. So William, show them all those goodies over there.
Hold on, I'm working here.
He gets to just plug in, of course.
Yeah, I'm learning out of power.
I'm like, do things.
Our cameraman's a multitasking machine over here.
Yes, he does
so
a
talk
very
about
good
them,
job.
Andrew.
Or William can talk. They like you too.
Well, how about you talk about those pretty little ornaments in the center that are brand spanking new and amazing?
Tell them, Andrew. You know about those.
All right.
I don't know so much about these.
I'm having to multitask and make stuff as fast as possible. So Wendy, our featured artist on the project wall, she is an amazing, very talented illustrator and designer. And we wanted to collaborate with her for a long time on some custom pieces. And she said yes. So she's been, has been having a lot of issues happening in her personal life, which is a shame. So I didn't know if we would be able to do this or not, but luckily she was able to pull together some really cool drawings, which we have turned into custom laser etched and cut wooden pendants. Now these pendants are ornaments, but I guess if you're extra festive, you could wear them as pendants or earrings if you're like extra festive. So they're nice because you can customize them, and they're kind of a blank palette, and you can definitely make them your own. But they are fun just the way they are.
I love that swirl.
You can always embellish them. Those will be available online tonight at allegorygallery.com. You'll be able to get those tonight. They'll be available online. This is the limited edition, so it runs only through her show. So that is until
January 18th.
And if you don't get it before then I guess you will weep sad tears because we won't have them after that. So
How much are they?
how much are they, William?
Oh, surprise!
Surprise!
That's one of the pieces
They
I've eaten.
retail for $8 each, and you can get those, and they're fun. Now, if you're interested in more color and you're interested in more of her other artwork, and she has these ones that she's hand embellished, and those range from $12 to $15. And are those ones online, William?
They are not yet.
But they will be soon.
Mm-hmm.
They're available in person, so if you want them, you can always stop in the store, and they'll be available in the store.
And you know what? If you buy all 5, that's 4 tickets for the 12 Days of Christmas.
That's correct.
You could seriously win some good stuff, potentially.
Yes. Well, there's a whole goodies. You know, beads are small. We've stuffed some of those pretty dang full.
Oh, they're already stuffed? I didn't know I could look in there. I'm gonna look after this is over. You're all gonna be jealous.
Wow. We might swap stuff out, too.
That's fine. That's fine.
You'd be like, surprise!
That won't be the first time.
Keep it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, also in the goodies that we've got going over there on the other side of the table is we've got some of the prints. So I made a little series of the kitty cat dolls, and what they are, I sculpted the faces out of polymer clay, and then I did some of the backgrounds, like the skull dollies, and we got a fancy printer, and so we made some prints, and they're all done with archival inks. And I hand embellished them with paints and pigments and glitter. Not too much glitter because I'm not really a glitter person, but I thought that a little bit of sparkle would be nice. And so those ones are available online. Half of them have already sold out.
Over half now.
Wow.
So if you want some, you should get them because otherwise they won't be around.
And we're down to 8 kits left.
Wow.
Oh, fun.
You should do more kits inspired by me more often.
Okay. Well, the next couple, I've got them lined up. I have a copper one.
Okay.
Do you have any copper?
Absolutely. I have it flowing through my veins.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Laurel copper kit. And then we've got a kind of a purpley kit that has swallows. And that is Laurel Swallow.
This is a family show, Andrew. What are you trying to say?
That you enjoy birds.
I love birds so
And
much.
me too.
Birds in hand. Anyhow, so how about those lights on the diamond?
Next time we're having 3 people, so you have a
we're having a
toner
three-way?
down, a toner downer.
Oh.
Someone's got to
Real
reel you
Somebody's
in.
getting offended out
In the
there. And
wild.
for that, we are sorry. Not really. But anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Luckily, Mercury in retrograde is over today.
Thanks,
Is it
guys.
today?
It's
Thank
today.
I can take the blue
Goodness.
Chalcedony out of my pocket.
You might want to leave it in a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Which I've been thunderstruck this time.
Oh, boy.
It's like extra. But that's fine.
Oops,
It's always fun to see what's going to happen next.
yeah, right?
Speaking of the diamond, if you haven't been around, the diamond has been renovated. So it's all brand spanking new. They put copper on the top of the bandstand. I was gonna say gazebo, but I lived here long enough that I know the difference now. I don't actually know the difference between a bandstand and a gazebo.
I think a gazebo you just sit under. It's just for sitting. This
And
is
then-
for, the bandstand's for entertainment. I'm not really sure on that, but let's go with it. Ligonier legend.
Yeah.
Ligonier lore,
Sure.
whatever.
I'm sure there's somebody out there that knows.
Somebody probably knows.
So that's all done. The sidewalks are heated around the diamond, so you know you won't have to worry about slipping or falling.
Parking is free on Saturdays and Sundays. Townwide open house was this Sunday, so the merchants are a boomin'. Make sure you support local because this summer was extremely hard on everybody, and I speak not just for these folks, but for a lot of my friends who have shops. So if you're looking for that perfect Christmas gift, come to Ligonier. You're going to find it. You're going to love it. Your friends are going to love it. Your family's going to love it. Just do it.
It's true. And I think we're going to try to do a block party.
Oh, that'll be fun.
It's kind of percolating in my brain right now, so I have to make it percolate a little bit quicker. But it should be fun. We'll definitely get crafty. So we are just about out of time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And we were worried about not having anything to say or talk about.
And then we had extra. So what we'll do is we'll finish up our designs and then share them afterwards. But if I string this up, we'll be here for 10 centuries. And I haven't had dinner yet. So
I haven't either. And I have 2 hungry kids that are probably going to be eating me alive because I didn't have anything ready.
Get some Pop-Tarts.
There's Pop-Tarts in there, the stinkers. They're done with those, you know?
No, they're that's a breakfast.
Yeah, they are. They can think for themselves now, so.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
They're getting so big.
I know, I can't believe it.
I remember when they first came in and Elliot was like a little podling.
I know.
A little baby Noah.
I know. He's still tiny though. He's like a hockey player. He's turned my deck into a hockey rink. It's kind of funny. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's very popular.
It is super popular.
Southwestern Pennsylvania.
Yeah. He's really good at it. I'm really proud of him. So I get to give him props.
Does Noah still play hockey?
Not since he broke his hand, I think.
Yeah. Are they doing soccer then?
Yes. He was doing that, and then I'm sure he'll get back into hockey, but he has to heal first.
Well, I'll never play hockey.
I will not either.
I'm this is the money makers. If that gets hurt, then it's go
they
buy Allegory
show me how
Gallery.
to slap shot, and I just literally am I really don't like balls flying at my head.
Pucks.
Well, no, he's using rubber balls.
Oh.
Because the pucks, I would have no windows, no sliding glass doors, no siding.
This is true.
Nothing. It would be all obliterated.
Speaking of Slapshot, that was filmed, that movie, part of it was filmed here in Ligonier.
It was. It was.
And speaking of other movies filmed in Ligonier, which we weren't speaking of it, but since we are now, was it Meet the Coopers? Love the Coopers.
Love the Coopers, yep.
Love the Coopers with John Goodman and Diane Keaton.
Oh, I don't remember who the cast was.
Olivia.
I thought Amy Adams was in it too.
She's in everything.
Where she was. Funny story about that. I was driving around the Diamond the day that was being filmed, and there was no snow, but it was cold enough for snow, and they had a snow machine. So they had a wedding. Was it a wedding in that? Okay. I think because there are tons of weddings on our Diamond, tons, and most of the time it's not even people that are from Ligonier. They actually rent out the space. It's kind of cool. So anyhow, I thought it was just a regular old wedding, and it turned out that I put my window down and I was going, congratulations, and in true form, the actress was like, thanks, and then I felt like such an idiot, because I'm like, oh my god, they were filming the movie.
Nice, your cameo.
Yeah, so, yep.
And
I wish I was in the movie. That would have been cool. Like, hey, congratulations. Maybe I am. I have to watch it again.
We'll insert it. Hi, guys.
Hi. Welcome to Ligonier.
And Merry Christmas.
That's awesome.
The unedited version. So
the outtakes.
There's another movie they filmed here, Foxcatcher. That's not such an upper.
It's not full of sunshine.
if
Oh,
you
here's
like
some other stuff that
sad
I made.
movies about crazy rich people,
Crazy Rich Asians was amazing.
it
It wasn't filmed here, but it was pretty
No, but that would be nice if they're like Ligonier edition.
I'll explain the rest
I'd be
of
the
this.
only one in the cast, but that'd be okay.
Oh my gosh.
And not rich either. They'd be
No.
like crazy bead Asian, half Asian. I don't
Call it what you will.
I don't think that will be a very profitable movie.
Never know.
But so if you come, you can be kind of a part of the movie, and there's that's fun. You can. I kind of want to do a big cutout of like John Goodman.
I'm surprised with all the movies that have been filmed that they don't have some sort of exhibit like that. Maybe at the Lincoln Highway Museum. That was updated this summer. They moved the diner in there.
Oh yeah.
It's they have a really great gift store, as a matter of fact. So when you're on your way from the west to Ligonier to shop local with us, stop there. It's pretty neat.
And if you're coming from the other direction, there's the Compass Inn.
The Compass Inn, and then if you come down 271, there's nothing.
What's on 271?
Oh, the Painted Fern. The Painted Fern and in the old strip mall.
Oh, where we used to have the annex.
Modern Elegance, and I think there's a hair salon out there,
And Sheets.
well, definitely Sheets. But there's I want to say it's like a comic book store and a woodworking store where Curbs used to be.
What?
There's 2 new vendors in there now.
Comic book store.
I think it is. I don't know if that's right. I don't even know what it's.
We'll have
I
to do
drive
some
by it a lot,
research.
and then the Ford dealership and
I never leave the
there's
house
lots of
anymore.
good stuff out there.
We used to go across, like, Shell Robertson's studio used to be in there.
Oh yeah.
And she would make jewelry.
Yeah, she was really good friends with my aunt back in the day.
So I don't know what's in there now. If anybody knows, let us know.
I think it's Stouffer's Woodwork, and I can't remember what the hobby store is.
Oh, I knew about the
I thought
woodworking
they were
store.
down at the old First Walk Plaza for a while. Maybe it's something different. I don't know.
Oh, the collectibles store?
It's kind of like a collectibles, I thought. I'm not sure.
Frog Brothers is the comic store, Denise says.
I don't know.
Neat.
When I drive past tonight, I will look and
We'll put
update.
links.
Yeah, we'll update it. I don't know
So
if they even
what's
have a
new?
website.
There's Seven Sisters, which is a variety store. That's over on West Main. Scamps is moving. They're moving over to Fairfield Street, which is sad. I want to go and throw myself in front and cry.
Don't do that.
I'll be like, Andrew, get off the ground.
Stop it.
Stop crying. You're
You're
shaming
scaring
yourself.
our customers.
So they're moving, so they're not really new, but they're moving. There's a new restaurant. Did you try it? The K and
K&B's.
K&B's.
I've heard and I've seen on Facebook a lot of people are raving about it.
It looks really good.
I think it's a great idea.
What else is new? There's a new beauty shop on the Diamond, which went in
Is it a salon or is it? I'm not sure how that works. I thought that they just sold stuff, but I don't know. I have no
I
idea.
think they do salon stuff, but they also have beauty products in the front
Gotcha.
and little gift items.
Okay.
And there's the Holiday House, which isn't that new. They've been in here for about a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else is new? There's a couple of new things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the cookie place.
Yeah, Kinsey's Cookies.
That's down on East Main Street, so we're not completely tumbleweeds out here. We've got a couple of so there are some sad things. The Wooden Bobbin, they finished up before the holiday season. Jessica Vogelstein, she's expecting a baby, so she's I guess maybe temporarily shut down for her life coaching and yoga. The beauty shop, the Jennifer Lee beauty shop, they're maybe moved online, I think.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
if you're
good to
looking
know.
to open a business,
Yeah.
we've got several locations on East Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
Is the space with Carol how Carol Hager's, is that taken yet?
The downstairs is all taken.
Okay, so
that's waste management, and then they're gonna have corporate offices, and then the upstairs. She's still doing an Airbnb right at the moment, but she's talking about renting it out for store space as well.
That's cool.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
office space.
If you're interested in setting up a shop, there's definitely potential. We're gonna open Owl and Heart hopefully next year. So I'm gonna be more mum's the word then when we're shop front hunting. But now I'm not. So
it's all out war at that point.
I know, it's like now. Oh, there's a new pet store going in.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Where Dovecote used to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like musical chairs around here. Things like move around. And there's new stuff and things close and new things are opening. But there's a lot of really cool things to see and do here in Ligonier. And definitely if you're looking for gifts this holiday season, I encourage you to stop by. We've got lots of lovely things here at Allegory Gallery. If you can't make it in, you can also go to allegorygallery.com or check out our Facebook page. If you go on our Facebook page and you see something and there isn't a link, all you have to do is comment and say, hey, I like that. And then William or somebody will message you and invoice you and ship it out. We ship all over the world. We invoice all the time, so it's not unusual. And if you don't find things here, there's lots of great shops. There's the main exhibit on West Main Street. There's G Squared on East Main Street. There's the Finishing Touch on North Market. There's
Paper House for
the Paper House for cards with Kelly. There's Stationery Shop next door with Melissa. There's Carol Hager's. There's Mommy Gears if you're breastfeeding or know somebody with a baby.
Not necessarily, but that's kind of their specialty.
Club.
But they have gifts. They just came up with some Steelers, Penguins, Pirates, so gift items.
They have really cool little amber necklaces too.
Teasing.
All right, so we are just about up for time. And that's about 15 minutes after I said that we were about to end.
What happens?
But we could talk forever.
We
really
could.
So thank you so much for stopping in. If you are interested in the kit, the Winter Kiss kit, and not the chocolate kind, you can go to our website. That's allegorygallery.com. Go to the online store and then go to the Allegory Gallery Design Challenges. We also have a Facebook group that is associated with the kits. That's where we show off creations and we share that to our main page and we see all kinds of stuff, and it's a great, nice community where people are supportive of each other and encouraging and give feedback, and that's under Facebook. I think if you go to our regular Facebook page, there's a link to the Design Kit Challenge page. And it's a private group. So if you want to see the stuff that's being posted, you have to be a member. If you're not a member, you can't see. So make sure that you sign up, and then you can see all the wonderful creations and post them yourself. So once again, you can go to allegorygallery.com, go to the online store, and there's I think, how many kits are left?
I think we're down to 7 or 8 right now.
Okay, so almost a little more than half. So there's only a few left, so if you want them, make sure you grab them because that's it. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you have a happy holiday season. Bye.
Bye.